Ladies and gentlemen, boys and MBs, welcome back to Hellstormwargaming, and welcome to this wonderful live stream. Hello! How are we doing today? Thanks so much for tuning in. My name's Mikey. I appreciate you all. Sorry I'm an hour late. I would not normally stream on a Friday at 7 p.m, but I've had some stuff to sort because I'm running a big tournament tomorrow. So I've been off my feet, just like smashing everything today. So I hope you're all doing well. Thanks so much for tuning in. We've got lots to cover today. There's actually quite a bit that's been happening over the last 2 days. Obviously, I stream every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I covered a really big story on Wednesday, and there's actually already been an update, which is obviously quite surprising. So thank you so much for tuning in. Thanks so much for hanging out. Let me know who you are, where you're watching from, what you're up to this weekend. Have you got any fun plans? Have you got any exciting things going on? Do let me know. I just need to tell the entirety of my Discord that I've just gone live. So tune in, everybody. Tune in, everybody. We got more Shatterpoint disaster. We've got new Tyranids, new tickets from GW, mortgage time. We've also got, what else have we got today? We've got new reveal trailers from Bolt Gun. We've got new Pokemon, and we've got new Halo. New Pokemon, new Halo, new everything. So much is happening today. Like I said, there's so much stuff to do. There's so much stuff to go over today. So thanks so much for tuning in. Appreciate you. Other news, you're correct about UKG tournament ticket costs. Of course I was. I'm always right. You know, let's be honest. When am I wrong? Accumulate more kitchen furniture at your tournament. Please make the wooden spoon autistic friendly or my partner will throw it out. Excellent. Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to having you, bud. Looking forward to it. We do have a tournament tomorrow and Saturday. I'm actually playing in it to round the numbers out, so it should be interesting. So unlucky, unlucky if you're attending. You might have to play me. What a shame. What a shame that will be. But if you were to, guess what? I'm running more tournaments throughout the year. Especially shopping chat. I did launch all of the new tickets today. I did put them all up. There is a slight error sometimes on very rare occasions after you put an order through. It just says it gives you an error 404. If it takes your money, you've got a ticket. I don't know why it's giving error 404. I've not been able to fix it to yet today. I've asked my admin to try and fix it. I don't know what's happening. I'm just a guy who makes stupid videos. Okay, I'm just a guy who makes stupid videos. All right, so I'm sorry if it gives you an error. Just know you've probably got a ticket. Don't worry about it. But we have event tickets. I've streamlined it rather than having like 17 different items. It's now nice and easy. You want to come to an RTT one day? All right, cool. Choose a day, 6th or October 17th. Great. You want to come to a teams tournament? Are you coming to a 2 or 3? You know, 2 or 3, nice and easy. Coming to an All-Stars event. Well, there's only one more this year because obviously tomorrow you can't attend. It's too close. But we are half sold of the teams tickets. They went on sale not too long ago, but they are half sold already. So if you are interested in coming, I'd recommend grabbing a ticket sooner rather than later. If you are a member, there is a discount code. I can't say it on stream because anybody can use it. You just have to be a member to access it. But there's a discount code. It's never changed. So if you remember the discount code, great. If you don't, nudge me and I'll tell you. Nudge me and I'll tell you. If you play My Geeks and Auto, 100.100 win. I was thinking about just playing goodbye and playing a fun list, but I'm just going to play my Ultramarines. I'm not going to take any prize in. If I come first, I won't be when I'm calling out the awards, but I'm going to take my points. I'm going to take my 3 points, you know what I mean? So, we've got a lot to cover today. I'm not going to dilly-dally. I'm going to get straight into it, I think. We're going to talk about Star Wars Shatterpoint again. I did cover it on Wednesday, but there has been a slight update. There has been a little bit of an update. I've already put a video out on the second channel. If you didn't know, I do have a second channel where I put stream clips and other slightly less related, less edited, but more like fun clips up there. It's like stream clips a lot of the time. The problem is I live stream 3 times a week. I live stream for about 9 to 12 hours a week. Do people watch for 9 to 12 hours? No, they ask me my opinion when I've already gone over it. So if you miss Wednesday, Don't worry, I'm going to give you a quick overview. So, if you didn't tune in this week, basically, there was a big announcement from Atomic Mass Games, the company that makes Marvel Crisis Protocol and Star Wars games and stuff like that. They're basically, I call them the Disney Miniatures Company because that is what they make. They make Disney games into miniatures form. So they put an announcement. They put out a press release the other day. It's called Atomic Mass Games announced a strategic focus on key game lines to strengthen core portfolio and support long-term growth. What it basically means is they are making redundancies across the company, but they are re-strategizing and focusing in on the release of only Star Wars Legion and Marvel Crisis Protocol as product lines. They are moving the core game, Star Wars Shatterpoint, the larger skirmish type game that they make. They're moving it to what they want to call specialist core game line, which basically means it's not going to be supported as highly with physical releases. They are planning on releasing balance updates and balance patches, but the as a core game, it's moving to like the back burner. You know, the game isn't dead per se, but the game is moving toward to be a back burner game. They aren't. It's not a focus of theirs. Their focus is Star Wars Legion and Marvel Crisis Protocol. Okay, we kind of went over it already the other day. If you want my full thoughts and feelings about it, I made a 20-minute video on my second channel, or you can go back and watch my live stream where I went over it for about 2 hours. So talk about a model agnostic again. Maybe not today. Maybe not today. We have kind of done that one. So there was another post yesterday, i.e. Thursday the 26th, it's Friday today, from Atomic Mass Games going over the Star Wars Shatterpoint announcement. This is their follow-up, their double down, their actually it's all really good news type post. But we have to remember, this is all corporate stuff, you know. This is press releases are kind of like, let's hope we can make it sound like it's always good news. I'm not necessarily saying it isn't good news, but just saying you have to kind of remember that with the tone of the email or the tone of the post, it's always going to make everything sound positive. Doesn't always necessarily mean it's positive, but it also doesn't always mean it's necessarily negative. We just have to remember those key things as we're going through. Okay. So it says, Star Wars Shatterpoint announcement. When the Star Wars Shatterpoint miniatures game launched on June 2nd, 2023, we at Atomic Mass Games set out with the vision to create a character-focused, fast-paced skirmish game that allowed players to recreate high-stakes personal confrontations between the iconic heroes and villains of the Star Wars saga. To create a robust sandbox filled with both iconic and beloved characters from across the big and small screen of the Star Wars media. Okay, so that was their game plan. Can you believe it released like 2.5 years ago? That feels like that's not soon enough, but it also feels like it's only just come out. It still feels like a new game. Just to put it into perspective, if you wanted to say that this game's dead, this game's over, then the game came out and died in a shorter time frame than a Warhammer 40,000 edition, specifically 10th edition, because they launched around the same time. Warhammer 40k 10th edition, famously, for people saying editions will come around too quick, famously, Star Wars Shatterpoint lasted less time than a single Warhammer 40k edition. That is pretty crazy. That is a really quick time for a game to die. Now, again, I'm not necessarily saying the game's dead, but it's just kind of funny. It's just kind of funny that people say 40k editions are too quick, and this game didn't even last one full one. So I'll go on. Let's go on. The announcement of the sequel trilogy characters have brought us to a unique point within the game's life, with Shatterpoint now covering every era of Star Wars, from the fall of the Jedi to the rise of the First Order. We have realised our vision for what we hope Shatterpoint could and would be. And while the saga of Shatterpoint is nowhere near its conclusion, this moment represents a key turning point in how we at Atomic Mass Games will continue to achieve the success for the game going forward. Now, they've basically said, we've done it, you know? The thing we were going to do, we've finished it. We said we wanted to make a Star Wars game with all of the characters, and we've done. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think they've released every single like Star Wars hero ever. But also, if they have, what were their plans for the longevity of the game if they released them all within 2 years or within 3 years? I feel like, I don't know if that's like, oh my god, they just were so confident they were going to keep selling, or they were just so short-sighted they just pumped them all out because they'd already got them. They'd already like kind of invested in the model design, and they were just like, let's just pump them out and call it a day. They've not released Glup Shito. That's true. They have not released Glup Shito, so they haven't really finished, or they're nowhere near the finishing the saga of Shatterpoint, you know? Was it the same issue with X-Wing Armada? No, not really. Not really. Kazarian, thank you for the 2, mate. Appreciate you. It's a cheeky Friday, so let us just bring up my list. February Red Corsairs box set giveaway. Let's scroll down to the Kazarian. The Kazarian, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I really appreciate it. If you would like to super chat, there's 70 people watching. If all of you super chat of £5, I would have a great day, to be honest. And also, you'd be in with a chance to win one of these bad boys. This is being given away on Monday, the 2nd of March, as long as I make it home in time. We're giving away the Lords of the Maelstrom Red Corsairs Battle Force. It is brand new. This one is my personal one, but I have another one from the Outpost. !Point Outpost in chat, absolute legends. We are giving away a Lords of the Maelstrom Battle Force come this Monday evening. So you have to be in it to win it. If you gift a membership, become a member, send a super chat. Before then, you'll have a chance to win. The more the merrier. The more times you super chat, the more you gift, the more entries you get. Okay? So we're giving away this on Monday. So, wait. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. You're off to London Village? No, I'm off somewhere less exciting. But I've just got some stuff to do on Monday. I disagree. People were very worried they would run out of Starfighters to release. X-Wing didn't die because they ran out of Starfighters to release. X-Wing died because they couldn't afford to keep it going. Because they had so many ships, and then they tried to update the rules, and that went really poorly, and people didn't want to buy them. And then the cost of models to be painted were too expensive. That's why X-Wing died. You know, the profit margin became very slim. They were already quite expensive. The profit margin slimmed. Charlie, thank you for the 44 months, dude. Appreciate you.
Rejoined at Trawling Cleaner celebrates 40.
Thank you so much. We just hit 200 entries, so thank you so much. I really appreciate you all. Like I said, we could make it go even higher. Like I said, 74 people watching. What about, I don't know, half of you? Half of you all said £5. That'd be pretty sick. Think how many entries you'd get. That'd only be another 30. So yeah, so they've kind of gone, oh, we've done it. But it just feels like since the game launched in June 2023, we've done it. We've been there and done that. Got the t-shirt. Too long did it reach Shatterpoint, completed it, mate. You know, I've already done it. It feels like no time at all. Like I said, it's not even 140k edition. It feels like no time at all to kind of go, cool, right, Shatterpoint's in the Twilight era now. We've kind of done it all. You know? Now, I'm not a huge fan of them kind of going, you know, well, Justice, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Justice. Really appreciate it. Thanks for the super chat, bud. I'm not a huge fan of them kind of going, right, we've done all the characters now, let's redo them all again, you know. But I'm also not 100% against them kind of making other versions of the same characters from different eras. They've kind of already done that with a couple. Look at Darth Vader, he's on multiple versions. Look at Obi-Wan, he's got a couple of versions. But like a few more wouldn't be the end of the world, I don't think. Because they kind of started with Clone Wars, and then they went to like the trilogy, you know. They've kind of got like loads of scope to kind of redo some characters. Maybe like, we don't have old Ben as far as I'm aware, you know.
Gifted members.
There's just like lots to consider that I just don't think they have. Thank you so much, Dats and Des, for the 5 gifted memberships, dude. I really appreciate you. What a fucking look, let's go, Des. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, Des, for the 5. Thank you so much for the support, everyone. I really appreciate it. And oh hey, thank you for the super chat, bud. Thank you so much for the super chat. Appreciate you, buddy. Appreciate you. What a legend. Thank you, guys. Thank you. And trolling, I do agree. Outpost are good eggs. We love Outpost. We love Outpost. They look after me. They look after you. You know what I mean? Look after me. Look after you. And I help them out and run events for them. They've been really good. They've been really good. They've been really great at helping me secure the prize support as well. I don't know what I'm going to give away next month. What should I give away next month? You know? Thank you, I appreciate you.
For 115 wounds infiltrating 9 inches away.
So yeah, so it's like it just feels like a really short time frame to go, we're done. You know what I mean? It's a really, really short time frame to kind of go, yeah, that's it now. I've had enough. Just seems odd. Just seems like, I know that's not the reason, really. The reason, really, is because it's not selling. Don't get me wrong. But it's just like, I look forward to the future of Atomic Mass Games and Shatterpoint. 3 years and over 130 characters and counting, which is quite a lot, to be fair. 130 characters is pretty high, to be fair. We've come to the conclusion that the sequel trilogy provides both us and the players a fantastic celebratory bookend to an incredible era. One that saw aggressive and monumental expansion and growth in just a few short years. It is now time to remove our foot from the gas in terms of number and pacing of Shatterpoint new releases. With our original vision and hopes of the games achieved, the next phase of Shatterpoint is to be focused on substantial growth and management, one that allows us to ensure the best of the game and its incredible community. So, to me, it's just kind of like, did you not... If this is the reason, which I still don't think it is, I think the reason is just not selling. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like. If this is the case, and you're kind of like, God, we're pumping out so much, when did you not think to kind of go, okay, let's slow down a little bit. Let's make terrain this month. We'll put out some new terrain, you know? Because I'm pretty sure the terrain for Shatterpoint's still fairly limited, you know? Why not like a terrain kit? Why not like a display kit, you know? Why not like just literally anything? If you're like, here's 130 characters in 3 years. I mean, that's quite a lot, you know? How many characters that a month? Over 30 months? You know, it's like a box a month, right? Which actually, thinking about it, isn't a lot. I think when they say 130 characters, they make it sound a lot more than it is, because like everything's a character in Star Wars Shatterpoint. Every single model's a character, you know. They've kind of gone, yeah, it's one box. They've released one box a month for 2.5 years. That's it, because each box has like 4 models in it. So yeah, it just feels like they kind of going, well, we've done so much, and now we need to chill out. This is great news. And it's like, really? Shatterpoint is more terrain than 40k, it's more modular. Okay. Have they actually expanded on like the original set? Or actually made anything more unique? I'll have a look. Let us be perfectly clear, Shatterpoint is not going anywhere. Now, this is a statement that I think people should take note of. And if this does change, call them out for it, you know? Because, like, I like Shatterpoint. It's a bit shit that they're going to get less releases. I think that's inherently going to be, like, detrimental to the popularity of the game. If that popularity is waning already, is releasing less stuff and having less new eyes on the product a good idea? Well, not for the health of the game, but maybe for the cost of the game, you know? But if this is true, then this is obviously great news. If it's going nowhere, then amazing. However, I'm just not super confident, really, you know? I'm just not, like, full of hope to be like, yeah, this game's fine. This game's perfectly fine. It's going to be, you know, they're going to keep doing a few balance updates. It's going to keep growing. It's going to be great. I'm just not confident, you know what I mean? We remain fully committed to supporting and shepherding this game that continues to captivate players and bring action and excitement to their tabletops. Shatterpoint will continue to receive regular game rules updates and an annual character balance to ensure players the most enjoyable and fun experience possible, with a preview of the next Shatterpoint character rebalance to be presented during the Adepticon roadmap presentation. So they've just kind of said, that's it, rules updates. That's all, and an annual character review. So if a character's really broken, you've got a year to wait. So they're planning on, like I said, like shepherding the game and forcing it down. You know, like they're kind of just going, we're going to keep releasing balance updates. We're going to keep releasing organized play kits. We're going to keep updating our tournament rules. But for a casual player, the game's the game. You know, the game's the game now. That's it. You've got it now. Additionally, remain committed to continuing to support, develop, and grow the global Shatterpoint community through continuously investing in organized play at all levels, from the kitchen table with print and play experiences like Galactic Legends and Key Operations, to regular in-store play via tournaments and leagues, all the way to convention level and global events like a Grand Tournament and World Championship events. So that's what they're basically saying. It's like rules updates, character balance patches if anything stands out, you know, typical balance data slates, etc. And then we'll keep doing organized play. You know, it's in maintenance mode, it's in tick over mode, you know what I mean? That's where the game's at now. They're just going to keep it ticking along. It's kind of like, this is it now. We'll still do balance updates, which is good. It's more than X-Wing and Armada got. X-Wing Armada got killed, and then that was it. They weren't doing any balance updates. They've kind of gone, that was a bad idea. Shatterpoint is our baby. It's also quite new. We should probably like keep it ticking over. You know, this is keeping the engine running, just not going anywhere. So we want to thank everyone for supporting Star Wars Shatterpoint over the past few years, from the retailers stocking the game on the store and the shelves, running demos, talking about organisers putting in hours of work and organised play, and of course the community who joins on this journey. We are excited to begin the next chapter of Star Wars Shatterpoint. This is kind of like this line makes me laugh, because it's kind of like getting to the end of a book and be like, yeah, thanks everyone for reading, but you can't wait for the next chapter. And it's like, all the characters have done, you know, all the characters have done run their course. What chapter are we talking about? So I don't think at the moment, outside of what they've already announced, I'm sure what they've already announced will come out, but I wouldn't expect any releases announced for the foreseeable. You know, things, if they won't bring out new kits, people are going to call it a dead game, and new people aren't going to invest as the game isn't growing anymore. Exactly, that's what I mean, and that's why I keep saying it's like they're like selling it as like, you know, this game is like, we've run its course, we've done everything we want to do, we kind of just want to slow down a little bit and like figure ourselves out. But like they've kind of said that their focus is Legion of Marvel Crisis Protocol. It isn't Star Wars Shatterpoint, because what they've done, what they're basically doing, or what it seems to be, again from my point of view, they've given it a skeleton crew. You know, they're giving it a skeleton crew, couple of people, answer a few emails, do a couple of balance patches. You know, keep an eye on some tournaments, maybe run some tournaments, but that's it. You know, they're not. It doesn't feel like this isn't saying to me, hell yeah, buy into Shatterpoint. This is such a good investment. You're going to make so many friends, have such a fun time. No, it's to continue supporting what's there. They want it to grow, obviously. Every company wants their miniatures to sell, don't get me wrong. But it's like, they've kind of said, in my opinion, it's kind of just reads to me as like, just keeping the lights on. You know what I mean? Just keeping the lights on, keeping the skeleton crew there, just keeping it ticking over, you know? Fill a bit of fuel in here and there. There's a balance patch, right? Okay, that'll do for a little while. Oh, there was a Star Wars show called Skeleton Crew, right? True. So that's it from AMG. That's their update. It's kind of like, you know, this is what they're selling, and then they're also not selling. They're going to keep it in stock. It's not like it's not going to be unavailable. If there's any kits that you're wanting to get that you really wanted, probably worth picking them up if you really wanted them. It's just, I don't think it's going to be around forever, even though they've said Shatterpoint's going nowhere. I'm not confident it's going nowhere. I feel like it might be going somewhere, and that's somewhere to die. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's a real shame. It's a great game. You know what I mean? It's a great game. Great. Like, the minis are absolutely stunning. You know what I mean? Like look at the state of Luke there. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know? Look at little R2, you know? It's so good. They're just so good. Like this one with Moff Gideon and the Death Troopers. Oh my god, they're gorgeous. But yeah, they've gone to the farm. They've gone to the farm. That's it. So, you know what I think the worst, the only crime that Star Wars Shatterpoint committed was that it was textured bases and it was the same floor over and over. That was the real Star Wars Shatterpoint crime, you know? Outside of killing the game, that is the worst thing they did. Like, look at these bases, you know? You've got, like, the Death Star one. You've got the one with a rock and a little bit of sand. You've got the one with more sand. And, oh, that's an extra bit. That's part of his model. And then you got one with more sand there, you know? And then it's just like every kit you look at, it's like the same, you know? There's the Death Star base. Oh, these are on old. Oh, look, there's Death Star with a rock. More Death Star base. They're just like the same four bases over and over again. That is the crime that they committed, honestly. Except for these ones weren't. These are custom sculpted bases, you know? I've got the display version of this. Let's look at these bases. Oh, look, the Death Star one with a little bit... There's the rock. The one rock you're allowed. Oh, Chewie has a sculpted base. Look at that. Crazy. Same four bases again, look. Like, characters come with some bits, but it's just the same four over and over. Are you sure it needs to get me the limited edition kit from UK Games Expo this year? No. No, exactly. So yeah, they never did Old Man Ben. If they're going to say... They kind of did Old Man Ben, the You Cannot Run pack. This is the one I wanted, to be honest. This is fucking so sick. I've never bought it. This is gorge. Honest, look at the state of it. That is gorgeous. Let's be real. They could have done more display kits like this, and then they just never did. Where's my Qui-Gon versus Darth Maul? You know what I mean? There's a freebie. But yeah, they never did any more terrain. They did this, and that was it. You know, they did this, High Ground, which is part of the starter set. And then they did one expansion. The terrain available for Star Wars Shatterpoint is, in my opinion, abysmal. It is rough. There's two terrain kits I've seen. You know? Okay, there's some extra bits. There's Outer Rim and the Mater's Bay. Alright, call me out. Say I'm wrong. Yeah, fine. But it's all, like, just Tatooine as well. You know? It's all Tatooine. Where's, like, my fucking Mustafar? You know? Where's my Endor? Where's my Hoth? There's not Twilight because they've run out of ideas. It's Twilight because they can't be fucked anymore. Clearly. So, shame, really. Just a squandered opportunity, I think. Squandered opportunity. Just a real shame. And just to kind of like, I like Atomic Mass games. I have a working partnership with Atomic Mass games, but it's like, it's just so disappointing because it's such a great game. I'm gonna play Legion. I'm not like writing off AMG or anything. I'm gonna play Legion instead now. But it's just like, how annoying, how frustrating. It's just disheartening, I think is the best term for it. So, yeah. Wild, chat, wild. The guys from Lords of War also cover this news, and they say from a retailer standpoint, it just isn't interesting to sell. Isn't interesting to sell? As in now or then? What does that mean? isn't interesting to sell is a weird one. As in, they don't like selling it. They can't sell it. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, that's your update from Star Wars Shatterpoint. If you hadn't seen it, now you have. The other update, the new thing that has got on sale today, it's been a real big day. It's February 27th. Everyone's selling everything. I picked up some new Gundam assembled kits this morning with some new cards, which was cool. We got the, if you didn't know, these two sets went on sale today. We got Gundam assembled G-Quux and then Gundam assemble Iron-Blooded Orphan. They come with some new models. So you got like the Barbatos, the Greys, and the Mobile Suit Worker. But then more importantly, my boys, the G-Quux, the G-Fred, and the Red Gundam. Finally got them. Comes with some alt art cards as well. There's been Pokemon Day. So there's been a Pokemon announcement, which we're going to try and cover. There's been a Mantic announcement. There's been a Bolt Gun announcement. And then there's like the Warhammer tickets on sale as well. And my tickets. I think there's probably not enough of a customer base compared to 40k Legion to make it worth... compared to 40k Legion to make it worth having on the shelf if your shop isn't large. Yeah, I just don't understand, like, not interesting to sell seemed weird, you know what I mean? It didn't sell well before, but now with the game going to zombie say, I don't see people buying more kits. No, it's just not going to grow at all. That's basically what I've said, right? The same as if they've said it as well. But it's just not going to grow at all, really. Isn't a curry suit kind of a Gundam? A fairy suit kind of a Gundam? I'm not sure what you're trying to allude to. Is a fairy a Gundam? Is that what you're asking me? If you meant curry, I'd be like, yeah, because there's a Gundam called a Masala, and everyone calls it a Tikka. You know? Is that what you mean? Okay, the big news is that obviously Games Workshop are running Warhammer Opens in the UK for the first time ever. They've run events in the UK before, so obviously Warhammer World and stuff like that. They ran Warhammer Fest a few years ago, but before that they used to run a lot of events. They used to run big Warhammer Fests every year. And then they kind of stopped. And then today, they've just launched all of the Warhammer Open tickets for Dallas, Birmingham, Edmonton, Tacoma, and Newport. Now, I am planning on attending 2 of these events. I was planning on attending the one in Birmingham because it's at the UK Games Expo, and I obviously go every year. I do like the UK Games Expo. And I was also tempted to go to one in Newport, which is actually Wales, not the United States. Now, they've put the tickets on sale today. They're talking about like ones at Warhammer World as well. And you can grab tickets. You know, you can click the link. UK Open Birmingham, 29th to 31st at the UK Games Expo. There's events for Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, Kill Team, and Warhammer Underworlds. And tickets are available now. It just takes you to the homepage of the UK Games Expo. So you have to do some further navigation to buy a ticket. You know, as someone who's visited the UK Games Expo, I knew where to go, but maybe you don't. You go to events, and then you scroll down to miniatures, which is further down. Because it's not like Games Workshop events or anything like that. You scroll down to miniatures, and then you click on there, and then you get events, and you get the Batman tournament for £16. The Warcry narrative / casual event, World Cry UK for £11. You get XWA Star Wars X-Wing for £20. You get UKG Blood Bowl Brawl for £13. You get Warcry Match Play Tournament for £11. And then you get the Warhammer 40,000 Grand Tournament for a mere £125 a ticket. You get the Warhammer Age of Sigmar Grand Tournament for £125 a ticket. You get the Kill Team Grand Tournament for £85. And then you get the Warhammer Underworld's Grand Clash for £50. Yeah, there's quite a gap between some of these tournament tickets, as you can see. So it's an 8-round event, which is fine, you know. There's 320 tickets available. There's currently 249 remaining. They have been on sale for a few hours. So them not really selling half in a few hours doesn't surprise me when you look at the ticket price in the corner. But it's an 8-round, 3-day event. It's being held for the first time at the UK Games Expo. It's been carefully crafted to account for all different level gaming skill and player focus. So it's a path to victory matter. No matter what type of player you are, all those looking to have a great time with amazing models and roll handfuls of dice on our beautiful crafted war-torn battlefields of Warhammer 40,000 are welcome. Your ticket also includes one of our amazing event exclusive swag boxes. Inside the collective box, you'll find an array of goodies, including an event store coupon, metal dice, battle notebook and pen, event stickers and more. This, huge fan of, you know? This, huge fan of. That's great. Now, the problem is, and obviously, like I said last year, I was looking at running an event at the UK Games Expo, and I couldn't make the numbers work. It's not that I personally couldn't afford it. I just needed everyone to pay a lot of money to go, which Games Workshop also saw, but they can charge £125 a ticket, and I can't charge £125 a ticket, you know? Mikey, it's 320 tickets times £125, which is £40,000. Yeah, that's why. I think that's why they've done it. I think that's why they've done it. And I think they might be able to afford the internet with that money. Now, there is one crucial thing if you are wanting to attend this event in particular. It's at the UK Games Expo. And you will need a convention pass in addition. It also requires a valid 3-day UK GE entry ticket and a Friday event ticket. Saturday and Sunday session includes part of the events as shown for scheduling purposes. So not only do you need a £125 tournament ticket, you also need a 3-day UK GE event ticket and a Friday event ticket. How much are they? Don't get me wrong, UK Games Expo, famously, actually not that expensive, but when you're already paying £125, it's going to be a bit rough, you know? So a 3-day adult ticket is £54. Do I have to buy a Friday event ticket? How do I buy a Friday event ticket as well? UKG events? Nope. Is it on here? No. Friday event ticket. There's no links, which is great. Maybe I can go on here. Maybe it'll tell me on here I need to buy multiple tickets. Probably not. Probably not, to be honest. Probably not on there. So that's no good. That doesn't help me. Tournament tickets, terms and conditions. No, it doesn't. I don't think it tells me on there, to be honest. No. A 3-day ticket and a Friday. What's a Friday event ticket? Unclick Saturday and Sunday. No. You don't need this as well, surely not. Surely not. I think that might be a mistake. I think the Friday stipulation might be a mistake because there is no Friday event ticket available. There's a Friday adult ticket, and then there's a 3-day ticket. The link to the event tickets didn't work when I tried it before. Well, it does work now. So let's say that you only need a 3-day event ticket, only. You know. Okay. You need this Friday ticket. Okay. You need a 3-day entry ticket and a Friday event ticket. Saturday and Sunday sessions include part of the event as shown for scheduling purposes. That they mean this. They mean this. Okay, cool. So you buy this ticket and you buy a 3-day event ticket. You are looking at a mere £179 tournament ticket. Bearing in mind, you do get 3-day event pass to UK Games Expo, which I don't think is that expensive for a 3-day event. It's like, what, 16 odd quid a day? The problem is, I'm paying £125 to play in a grand tournament that is 8 rounds. So it's probably 3 games on Friday, 3 games on Saturday, and 2 games on Sunday. When do I get a chance to look at the exhibition, sorry? You know? When do I look around the event? I've got no issue paying £54 for an exhibition ticket. When do I get to play it? And this is why, chat, I didn't want to run an event at the UK Games Expo. How can you expect people to pay £180 for a tournament ticket? Bearing in mind, I've just dropped my tournament ticket to £60, you know? Yeah, this isn't including travel. This isn't including hotel costs. It isn't including food costs on top. Which, you know, it's going to be even more expensive because you're in a convention. Again, one of those things with conventions, it all adds up. But £179 to play in a tournament, I don't know if I can stomach that, to be honest. I'll be honest, chat, I'm going to have to waive my YouTuber privilege and try and get it that way. Because I can't afford to pay £180 for a tournament. That is ridiculous. And I get it. I understand. You know what? I suppose it's expensive to run an event, but Jesus Christ. It's just like £180 a ticket. Are you joking? That's crazy, dude. That is crazy. Oh, that's just so expensive. So expensive. I'm not blaming anyone in particular. That's just how it is. This is a pod tournament guaranteed all 8 games. I'm not going to probably play 8 games. When do I see the convention I pay £55 to get into? You know? You don't. You can table your opponent in 2 turns and then you get a quick 2 hours, you know what I mean? But it's like, you can't really bank on that, let's be honest. I would love to go, but that is just, that is too much. That is, I'm a Yorkshireman, and I'm like, that is beyond my limit, to be honest. You know? Sorry, but that is beyond my limit. Now, the problem is the tournament ticket price isn't being justified by the fact it's at UK Games Expo. Only the extra 55 quid is, because the one at Newport is also £125. Am I crazy? Isn't that well expensive? Isn't that extremely expensive for a tournament ticket? You know, like I said, I've just dropped the cost of mine. We've dropped food in addition to make it a bit cheaper, because people would say that my tickets at 70 were too much. You know, another 65 quid on top. Chat, I'm gonna need some more gifted. If you'd like me to check out the UK Games Expo Grand Tournament, I'm going to need a few more gifted, just like Alpha Omega. You know what I mean? Thank you so much, Alpha Omega, for the gifted membership, dude. Let me get you into the old giveaway. You are being entered to win a Red Corsairs Lords of the Maelstrom box, which are given away on Monday. You don't have to be here to win, but the more entries, the more chances you have. Go to the Games Expo and try and get a press pass for the GT. Yeah, I'm gonna get a 3-day press pass, and yeah, I'm gonna email GW and be like, "Are you inviting influencers to this tournament or not?" Jace, thanks for the 38 months, dude. Our parasocial tier. Appreciate you, man. Just go seal. What makes you think I'm gonna go seal clubbing?
Rejoined. At Jace 42 celebrates 38 months of membership.
What makes you think I'm going to go sail clubbing, bro? Well, yeah, 125 quid a ticket. Jesus Christ. How much are the Tacoma ones? 145. Why are them damn Americans getting cheaper tickets? Do they have to pay sales tax on top? That's the question. Do they have to pay sales tax on top of $145? That's the question. The important questions are here. Same weekend at WTC, so all the top players are out of the country. I'm not going to the WTC. Thanks for calling me a top player, though. Appreciate it. Cheaper to go to the US. Why do they get cheaper tickets? Well, yeah, just fucking... Oh, I really want to go. I really want to go play. It'll be cool, you know? I'll end up playing against Dropbox, and I'll be like, you have to unblock me if I beat you. And the chance of me beating you are extremely high. But it's just like, that much for a ticket, man. That much for a ticket is crazy, dude. I don't know if I can stomach 180 quid for a tournament ticket. You know? Ooh. Tariffs, that makes no sense, but I'm sticking to it. Yeah. Americans have so much freedom, they don't have VAT. Well, they do have VAT. They just call it sales tax and they put it on the end. You know? The fun thing is with America is that they just call it a sales tax and they don't put it on any of the products. So you buy something, it says $20 and it's not. Not in Texas. Oh my god. That sounds so woke. That sounds so woke. Texas sounds woke. No taxes. What the fuck? How do you pay for like healthcare or road duty or anything like that? Do you get it? Do you like my little joke, chap? Did you like my little joke? Yo! Papaya! Holy shit, dude!
This was my Shatterpoint budget for the rest of the year. Enjoy.
Fuck me, Papaya Pariah. Thank you for the £50 super chat, dude. You fucking legend. Holy shit. That is, you know, I wish Games Workshop killed a few games. Imagine if everyone was like, this is my 40k budget, Mikey, enjoy. Thank you so much, Papaya Pariah, for the £50. Let me get you into the giveaway. You get 10 entries for that bad boy. Bam. Oh, 10. Look at that. Nailed it. Nailed it. Papaya, thank you so much for the 10, dude. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the £50 super chat. Thanks for the 10 entries. Appreciate you, dude. Texas has sales tax, just no state income tax. Oh, okay. Well, someone said they don't. Fucking hell. Papaya, thank you, mate. Appreciate you. I'm sorry that your game is dying. I'm sorry, dude. Every day just watching the Corsair's box gently land into Papaya's hands. he can buy as many entries as he wants. He can never get more than 9 out of 10 chances, you know? Them's the rules we have around here. I appreciate his support, but you got to be in it to win it. If you're like, well, Papaya's going to win, he will win. If you buy a ticket or buy an entry or pay for an entry, get a super chat or something, you can win as well. Yeah. Anyway, did we see the new rules for the Tyranid today? First look at the new Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip. If you don't remember, they announced one of these along with Brock Sternbrow, the Votan guy, and then they also released, what was the other one? Fuck, what was the other one? The Tau. The Tau. We did that one on Monday. They truly did a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Shout out to GW. Shout out to GW for doing the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So this is the new Tyranid Prime. It's a gorgeous mini, don't get me wrong. The rules are fine. Fine. This is going to be one of those. It's going to be depend on points again. because it's just okay. He's quite fast. He's a speedy boy. He moves 10, toughness 5. He's got no invulnerable, which is obviously a bit of a letdown. He's got 3 different types of weapons. I feel like he's just going to be going with the rending claw almost all day, every day. With 4 attack strength, 8 -2, 3 damage. He's a pretty good weapon. It's a shame there's no lethal. It's a shame there's no sustained. There's no dev wounds on any of these weapons. They're all just like, how many attacks do you want? And that's what damage it is. You know what I mean? However, weapons equipped by models in this unit have sustain 1. There we go. There's no other things other than just sustain 1, because that's what it gives himself and the unit, which is actually pretty good. That's pretty good, to be fair. I completely glanced over that. I was like, yeah, he's got no sustain. What the fuck? He can be attached to Hormagaunts, Termagaunts, Tyranid warriors with bioweapons, and then Tyranid warriors with ranged bioweapons. And it's all weapons have sustain, so it gives everything sustain, even shooting, which is decent. And then it has aggressive leader beast. That's a lot of words. I ain't reading them. What it all basically means is surge move. So kill a model in the unit allows it to surge D6. It's not bad as an ability, a surge move, especially on this sort of profile. It just kind of depends, like, are they going to make Tyranid warriors any better? Probably not for a while. So then you kind of go, do I put it on Termagaunts to make them quite quick? Maybe. The problem is with Termagaunts and Hormagaunts, if you kill one, you usually kill about 17 at the same time. So is it worth having a surge move on the last 3? Probably not. So then you kind of go, oh, I just want this on Tyranid warriors, and they're just not that great. So I think the problem is with the Tyranid Prime is there's no good weapons, good units to go with him, you know, or with them or whatever. It's just mediocre at best. I dislike the ordering of the weapon. Should have gone 4-6-8 attacks instead of 4-8-6. Yo, Jace! Thank you for the 5 gifted, bud. Jace, thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate it. What a legend. Maybe I can think about going to the 40k event after all. Maybe Cinderella truly can go to the ball. Thank you, dude. God, it's done that thing again. Jace, you just all of the numbers, okay? You're all of the numbers. It does that every time. Thank you for the 5 gifted, mate. Really appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, it's just mediocre at best. Any enhancements in detachment that can give infiltrators? I don't think so. You could run this with the holes detachment, you know, the deep striking tunnels detachment. That wouldn't be awful, because then you can deep strike, you can then surge if you need to. You can like rapid ingress from the holes and stuff, which wouldn't be awful. Get in someone's grill, and then you start surging, you start attacking people and being a bit annoying. Especially because like big units are quite annoying. People like to run that with gargoyles and the prime. So, but then it's like, well, why don't I just run that with gargoyles and the prime? Can it work in that oops or warriors detachment? It will help in that detachment. Don't get me wrong. It's not a bad unit. It's not a bad character. It's just it attaches to mediocre units that no one uses. You know, it will inherently make Hormagaunts better. It will make Termagaunts better. It'll make Tyranid warriors better, but are you taking any of those units? Probably not. That's the issue it's got. If it's quite cheap, maybe you'll see it run. But again, you're not really taking those units very often. You're taking gargoyles because they're really quick and they can spread out quite a lot quite quickly because they're so fast. You can now do the same with Hormagaunts and Termagaunts instead. Do you want to though? That's really the issue with it. It's just fine. It's just fine. It's not great. It's going on units that are fine. You know, that's its issue. The 3 modes of fire is great. You know, the 3 modes of combat is great. I'm trying to work out the order that they've actually done it in, and I don't know. I thought it'd be in alphabetical, and I was like, well, no. It's not in order of attacks. It's not order in strength. So I don't know what order they decided to put that in, but yeah, it seems weird. How cheap does it have to be? How much is the winged prime? Let's have a look. Winged Prime. Winged Tyranid Prime is 65 points. And you barely see it. This gives sustained hits to the models when it's leading a unit. So it's kind of like, this is the updated version. Now it's just weapons have sustained. It's not whilst leading. And then this has 4+ fight on death. And it can lead gargoyles or Tyranid warriors. It's going to be 65 points. I can see it. It's going to be 65 points. It's got all of the same keywords. It doesn't have Vanguard Invader, actually. And it doesn't have Fly, obviously. It's just... It feels like a... Well, we have a flying one. We need one on foot. You know what I mean? Why is the flying one attaching to the guys on foot? That's kind of what it feels like. That's it. So... Cool mini. I like it. It probably should have come out months ago. It kind of just feels like a throwaway release, you know. You'll be able to pre-order the Tyranid Prime with Lash Whip soon. The updated Tyranids faction pack, which includes a new data sheet, will also be available from Warhammer Community downloads page soon, so you can start planning your High Fleet's next adaptation. I imagine that this is going to come out around March, along with the other characters, because I think we're going to be due potentially an early balanced data slate. I think they're quite aware of Catan being a bit broken. We've also got the 11th edition announcement probably coming with Adepticon soon. So I think on the run-up, I think there's going to be a big balance patch along with the releases for everything that have announced that hasn't got rules out yet, such as all of the 3 characters that have come out this week. Question is, how cheap can you make one not gluing the wing arms onto the Winged Prime? Well, you wouldn't have the whip. That would be the only thing you don't have. But otherwise, it's almost the same model. And that comes in the... Does the winged one come in the Leviathan box, right? So you can probably just quickly make one. Give it a quick Tyranid warrior whip. You know? There's way more Tyranid primes in this box. One winged warrior. Winged prime and then a warrior whip. Done. Call it a day. Couple of ending claws sorted. So yeah, so I think we're going to see some update in March. I think in a couple of weeks' time they'll go Katana nerfed because they're broken. Everything else is fine. Here's the new units. You know, here's the new data sheets. Is there anything else that's like on the cusp that needs rules or releases or anything like that? I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anything else that's like... We've got because all of the Red Corsairs and Corsairs are out now. So we've got the Tau, the Votan, and we've got the Tyranid. Is there any other random data sheets that we've got? I think that is it. I think those are the 3. Kill teams have their rules. The kill teams have them, or the kill teams have their rules to come out? I don't know. Did you see the Relics release as well, chat? This is they're calling it the Relics release, which is their merch reveal. Still waiting on Yarrick. Well, we're not waiting on Yarrick. Yarrick hasn't been announced. We're not waiting for the rules for Yarrick. Yarrick hasn't been announced. The rules that we haven't seen is the Defiler and the Iron Warriors, right? The new Defiler rules, the new Iron Warriors. I knew there was something. There it is. So we've got these 3 characters: the Tau, the Tau, the Votan, and the Tyranid. Are all the Defiler rules going to be in Maelstrom? Or are they just going to come out? You know? Are they just going to come out for free? Are they going to come out together? I don't know. Because the Maelstrom stuff hasn't had the rules for the units. It's only had the rules for the detachments. So the Defiler needs an update. The Defiler will need a new data sheet. All the Iron Warrior stuff will probably get a new data sheet somewhere, like the new character, the new Mutilators. Iron Warriors come out with the Eye of Terror. Yeah, but like I said, they don't put out, they haven't, like Huron and Titus aren't in, they are, but the rules and the data sheets aren't in the books. They just came out. So I wonder if they're going to put them all out together, maybe with a balance patch. Or maybe they just put them out. Maybe they just go, fuck it with ball, you know? They did do that last week with all the, they did that Wednesday with all the Red Corsair stuff. So, you can wait for Yarrick if you want. Ignore Mikey. Nice. Cool. So, the Warhammer Relics is the new merch drop. There's only one thing that matters in all of this. Love this, it'd be too expensive. They're making a Sanguinius, probably. They're making the Titus helmet again. I thought this had already been out. Fine, cool, love that. T-shirt, sure. This looks great. I want this. The Ultimate Guides are really good. I really want this. Words of War. But the Words of War was pretty poo, I won't lie. This one might just be funny. Now this is something I want, chap. A motherfucking plushy Power Fist. That is one of the best things I've ever seen Games Workshop have their finger on. You know? Alright, cool. A squig. Everyone and their dog's done a squig. Oh, a little Admech thing. It's cute. A fucking pink horror. Funny. A plushy Power Fist that I can wear? Bro. I want two. I want one on each hand. I want to walk around as Mardius Calgar. I want to punch shit. And then Wargamer, the website, put out an article about the fist. And it said, fist your friend with the new Warhammer 40k plushie. So I said, Timothy, fist your friend. And then he offered me a good, honest fisting. I think that man wants to violate me. He offered me a good, honest fisting. I'm a bit like, Timothy, buy me a drink first, you know what I mean? Take me out for a nice, cute date first, please. But this is fucking sick. This is so good. I love this. This is great. I mean, all the Tommy stuff's great, you know. It is great, let's be honest. Wasn't there a servo scroll? Am I making that up? Warhammer 40k gun lube not included. Yeah. They're making mats with Ultra Pro, which I think is wild as well. They're making Spearhead and Combat Patrol maps. Now, I think this is cool. Isn't it a bit late to be doing the Spearhead ones? This game came out 3 years ago. They're on the next set. It's not related to this. Or this. Excuse me? This is like 3 years old nearly. It's nice that they're making roll-up battle mats for them. They're neoprene mats, like official ones. This is nice. This is from the Kill Team. These two from the big Kill Team box from the launch. They don't play this anymore. They're on the next one. This is Fire and Jade, and then they're on Bone and Ash or whatever. I don't know. Nice that they're doing it though. It's been a long time coming. Games Workshop have been really weird about making battle mats. They've been trying to reinvent the wheel all the time. I like they've just gone, yeah, we'll get fucking someone else to do it. It kind of sucks that the design doesn't go all the way to the edge. To be honest, I like that. I actually like that because it gives you a clear board without like a rounded corner. Because rounded corners are a bit annoying. Because you can technically play on the edge of the rounded corner. I like the black border. It's nice. A bit of separation, you know. Maybe that's just me. I don't like the big Ultra Pro logo in the corner. That's what I don't like. I kind of wish that they were on the black board. But yeah, I don't mind that because that's just like the stitching, right? It's just the stitching as well to make it a bit more protected, I think. It makes them better map, but it makes sticking them together look bad. Well, I mean, that's not really what they're designed for, though, right? I understand, yeah, it look bad, but you're not supposed to stick them together. They're designed to be played for Combat Patrol and Spearhead, so they're the right size. So that's not really gone into the design, the thought process for the design, I guess. But you could buy 4 and put them together if you really want to. You'd have a black line down the middle, which would be kind of annoying. You'd have a black cross. But it would be the only way to get an official Games Workshop playmat because they have them at War, but they refuse to sell them. So, this got me excited. £90.50 each, yeah, probably. Plus 54 exhibition pass. This got me excited. They've got Sergeant Cyrus, or Captain Cyrus, sorry, and a Bloodraven Phobos. The paint jobs are absolutely fucking dog poo. The paint jobs are awful. Chat, shall I buy one of these and repaint it? They're so bad. Look, you can look at the mold lines on his foot, bro. Look at the mold lines. What's going on? What's happening there? And then this. And then this. The face looks great. The face, ironically, is the best part. You know? But like, what's with the smudgy shoulder pad? You know? What's going on, bro? Prototype. No, that's how they sell them. The Marines are kind of the same. It's so flat, and then the face has got no detail. I threw contrast on it with a brush and called it a day. Yeah, clearly. So I want to get both and repaint them, to be honest. I think that'd be fun. No, read the image. Prototypes, final product subject to change, not a toy. Oh, they actually are prototypes. Nah, I don't believe you. And sorry, they've taken proper shots with it. This is a prototype. Can't be. They're taking a proper shot with it. Like a product shot. It was poo anyway. And this is supposed to be Elite Edition. Like, who are we kidding? Who are we kidding, bro? What's Elite Edition about it? McFarlane Toys totally come across as the home bargain versions of Joy Toys. And that's funny because I've only ever seen them in home bargains or B&M. Yeah, I'm going to get them and repaint them, I think. And we've got Cubicle 7. Shout out to Cubicle 7. Great company. U2s. Great, but they'll be well expensive. Looks like a Death Leaper and a Ravener. And then Deathwatch Titus. You can see the silver arm. And then, you know, Terminator. It's all just Space Marine 2 stuff. Which is cool. We got bottles. Sure. We got flags. Sure. Okay, now get me a lamppost to slap one of these bad boys on. You know what I mean? Fucking the nearest lamppost better watch out. I'm gonna put Cathonia, Sons of Horus on my local lamppost. Display. I like display. Please email me back. I love them. They look really good. So some cool shit, really. Some cool shit. The Power Fist is fucking the winner. The Power Fist is the winner. Let's be honest. This is coming out. I want one of these. It looks awful, but I want to redo it. I want to like buff it up and make it look nice. But like, this is the winner of the reveals. This is so good. Whoever at Tomy just went, yeah, let's make a Power Fist. Fucking well done. Well done. Pay an entire roundabout, Sons of Horus Green. Yeah. Fucking hell. Awful. Awful. Remember when you all said I did it with Colour Forge? Imagine all the racists were putting those up. And then there's a reason there's no Black Templar flag. Yeah, true. True. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun. But yeah, just calling it a flag. Just call it a banner. You know what I mean? Call it a banner. So yeah, cool shit. Cool shit coming, definitely. Definitely. The company has 200 banners. It's crazy. Really? 200 banners? All 40k? Or just in general? What company is it? Is it just a Warhammer merch store? we were supposed to have like an affiliate account with these, and then they just like said they were going to send me stuff, and then just never did. New arrivals. Hey, Cloud. Hey, Cloudy girl. Is there too much stuff in your way? Hey, Cloudy girl. Want to come say hello to stream? She's a poorly cat today, chat. Poorly cat chat. Want to come say hello to stream? She's got no fur. She's been shaved. She's been shaved down, haven't you? See? The donut's been great though, chat. Everyone who suggested a donut, it has been wonderful. There we go. Look at her. She's bold, bless her. She's a little bold cat. You're not a fan? Are you going down, are you? Okay, she's gone. Saw it on Valrak's show notes. Was surprised how many they make. Valrak has show notes? Hammond Rich! Thank you for the 35 months, dude. Appreciate you. Let me get you into the giveaway before I forget.
Rejoined at Hatman_Rich celebrates 35 months of membership.
Thank you, dude.
Just thinking, for the cost of those 2 GTs with hotels, food and travel, you could probably fly to Japan.
Bro, you are actually so right. You're actually so right as well. I could fucking fly to Japan for that price. I can't remember the name of the company, sorry. I'm just surprised that he said Valak had show notes when he just reached chat for 2 hours. This company only has 5, but I think he got his done from a different company. I'm just trying to find like what category these are in. I don't know. Yeah, the bikes are cool. Yeah, I fucking could go to Japan, can I, for that price? It's fucking ridiculous. I will be able to go. I'm having to Monday. I might be late for my stream because Monday morning I've got to go to Liverpool to get a new passport. Chat, did you know like every passport office is like hours away from where I live? It's like 3 hours away in every direction. It's so annoying. I'm fucking, because I didn't bother renewing it. It ran out a couple months ago. It ran out like not long after I got back from Japan. I didn't bother renewing it because I didn't think I needed a passport for a while. And it was kind of one of those things I was putting up barriers so I didn't just spend all my money on going to Japan again. And now I might be going to Adepticon. So I've kind of like emergency booked a new passport. And I've got to go and get one physically to get it in time. Which is, to be honest, super fucking annoying. But that's why I might be late on Monday. I'm having to do it in the same day. I'm going to go in and then wait hours and then get it. It's cool that I can get it the same day. But it was like, I either order it and it takes 3 to 4 weeks. Which is no good because I'm going in 3 weeks. I get it on the same day, or I can say pay slightly less and get it within a week. And then I was going to do it for a week, and then it was like, if you want it within a week, you have to come in and do an appointment. I was like, okay, fine, where's that? And it was like Liverpool, Durham, or Peterborough, which are all like 2.5 hours away. So I was like, fucking sure, I'll just come in, and then I'll just pay a bit more and get it on the same day rather than waiting a week. What's the point in like paying for a week, going in and then waiting a week? If I'm going to go in, I might as well just get it on the same day. But it's just like, so I'm going to Liverpool for the day for literally no reason. My work office is literally around the corner. They've had loads of protests outside that passport office lately. Wonderful. That would have been good to know. Yeah, so I'm on a day trip to London, Liverpool. So if you got any tips for me in Liverpool, let me know because I'm going to be sticking around for a few hours doing fuck all. Same day passport, that must be nice to have even as an option. It's expensive, don't get me wrong, but like just for like clarity, it's like, I think it's like 180 if I wanted it within the week. Got to drive 2.5 hours there, 2.5 hours back for a 10-minute appointment. I'm going to pay like 220 and get it on the same day within 4 hours after a 10-minute appointment. I was just like, I'll just stick in Liverpool for 4 hours. Just Play, go see the boys. I could go to Just Play. Yeah, it's not a bad show. But everyone will be at work because I'm going to enjoy the day. You know? I'm hoping I can get back for the stream, so I'm enjoying the day. So, I'd say go Just Play, but the guys said you were in there playing Gundam not long ago. Well, they doxing me. Yeah, I was there. Me, Elliot, and Cal were there. When I did my Gundam 3-day bender. I did my Gundam 3-day bender, and I did go to Just Play, yeah. Never been. Cool store. Cool store. Fucking banging sandwich shop around the corner. That's part of the reason I've chose Liverpool rather than Peterborough. Because there's a Fabiano's. One of the best sandwiches I've ever had. So I'm going to go do that Monday. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to treat myself to a little sandwich. But maybe I'll go to a shop or something and go look around. Maybe I'll go look at some new games, because look at this trailer that got announced today. Holy shit, dude. Beatles tour, yeah. Beatles tour to Fabiano. Brother! Chat, this game... Chat, I just want to... a reference. They're releasing models about a game that came out in 2007, and I've never been more happy. Shout out to Mantic. Let's go. George! Emil! Let's go! Carter and Noble 6, baby! Who is it? It's motherfucking June! Oh! Oh! And finally we got Cat! Let's go! They are doing it! They're releasing Noble 6! The Noble team! Legends never die! They haven't died since 2007. Let's go! Noble team available at manticgames.com. Let's fucking go, dude. Oh, bro. I've never been more hype. I've never been more hype. It looks so good. Look at that fucking finisher. Look at that finisher. Look at that finish. Like, I'll move my face out of the way. Look at that. Isn't that just glorious? Isn't that just so good? Holy fucking shit. Oh. Halo Flashpoint, I need to play it more. It's such a good game. It's such a good game. It's so fun. The minis are really nice. The concept of it's sick. And now they're releasing Noble Team. Oh my god. They've just been back-to-back banger, because the last release was fucking ODST. You know? The last releases was ODST. Oh, they've got Reach Deluxe mats. What the fuck? What's this? Yo! A deluxe game mat, double mat, big team battles of Halo. They're doing big team battles! Oh my god! I didn't even know that! Oh my god! They're doing big team battles. They kept that quiet. Holy shit. Oh my goodness. Oh my lord. Noble Team expansion. The Noble Team expansion, 6 legendary character miniatures made from high detail mastercraft resin. Includes all their characters, special order reference cards. Launch up fighting across combat zones with a pair of Unity man cannons. The Noble Team expansion will introduce a new double map game format to Halo Flashpoint, complete with new rules and scenarios. These can play by either combining 2 single Halo Flashpoint mods or on a double size Reach neoprene gaming mat. This is the expansion requires Halo Flashpoint. Okay. Wait, they're gonna be a Decepticon. I might be a Decepticon. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, that is a shot and a half, bro. Bro, I have the... Can I get to it? I can. Bro, look, I just want you to know. Excuse me, everything. Move out of the way, Master Chief. Worth it. Bro, I fucking love Halo Reach. Look at it. Look at it. I've had this since it came out. I still have the box for it. Look at them. Aren't they beautiful? They're basically the same. Look, I have the ultimate painting reference. Look at it. Look at it. We've got Carter. We've got Kat. We've got George. We've got Emil. And we've got June. Let's go. Look at that. The Noble team. You remember this? This is £150 back in the day. It came with a game. Isn't that crazy? I fucking love Halo Reach. Literally one of the best games of all time. I've made such a mess. I've knocked everything on the floor. That was worth it. Fucking, it's very dusty. Fucking beast, though. Look at them. Look how good they look. Oh. Oh, bro, I need this so bad. Oh. And the man cannons as well. Holy shit. They just need some blue glowy. That's what they need. You got Emil. You got Carter. You got Cat. The paint jobs are glorious. The paint jobs are so good. Got Noble 6. This is you, Chad. This is literally you. George looks so good. June looks great as well. Oh, bro. They look amazing, dude. They look so good. I don't even care about the fact they're resin. Man cannons isn't very woke. But yeah, they did ODST expansion look. So they did Book and Dare. Absolutely sick. Yeah, they did ODST expansion. I've only really bought the core game. I really need to expand a little bit. Desperate Measures expansion. So you got like all the ODST stuff. Looks so good. And then where's the the ODST faction set? Here it is. And there we go. God, so good. Bro, imagine going to Adepticon and just coming back with everything from Nottingham. I'm going to go to Adepticon. I'm just going to come back with loads of stuff from Nottingham. I'm just going to buy lots of Halo stuff. What are my colours? My Reach colours. So I was pretty plain, I won't lie. But I had Recon, black helmet, black chest. But then my arms were red and yellow. It was pretty beast. It was pretty good, I won't lie. I think I remade it on Halo Infinite as well. Oh. God damn. That looks great. April 2026 launch bundle. Wait, they're doing turrets? Since when are they doing turrets? I've got to paint my Noble 6 like that. Yeah, definitely. And that's the nice thing. You can't change the armor, but you can paint him however you want. Oh, they're doing like the rocket tube and the Gatling cannon. And the plasma turret. Oh, Mantic, what are you doing to me? I'm supposed to be a Warhammer player. What are you doing to me? I need it so much. Oh, man. Oh, what a release, bro. What a crazy day. What a crazy day of releases. Absolutely wild. Absolutely crazy, dude. Yeah, I've got to paint it that colours, right? I've got to, surely. You could get a cheeky head swap. Well, it's because it's resin. You could probably convert it quite easily. It looks so good. So good. There's been another trailer today as well. Hey, Bolt Gun 2. Bolt Gun 2, bro. They've got demonettes. And a fucking amble. Can we not get away from these fuckers? Can we not get away from the fucking amble, please? We got infractors. Or tormentors, whichever one you like. Alright. We got poxwalkers, they're new. Yeah, it's cool that we've got Emperor's Children and demonettes. We just don't need any more ambles. I don't think about Boltgun, I don't think fondly to ambles. I hate them. They need to die. They got Plague Marines as well. Oh, they look great. A Storm Raven. Valkyrie as well. I like the blur effect on the demonettes. That's really cool. Yeah, that looks cool. Yeah, look at the blur effect to show how fast they're going. That's so sick. It's just everywhere you look, there's a fucking amble here. There's an amble there. Amble there, everywhere. I'm excited for this. I think Bolt Gun's a great game. I think it's really, really fun. Even though I played it in basically one sitting. Basically completed it in one sitting, don't forget. One of the early pieces to do it. One of the early people to do it, don't forget. Famously did it. I think it's a great game. I think it's really good. I can't wait for this one. Is that Sister's Bolt Gun? There's a Sister's Condemner bolt crossbow. Yeah, you can play as a Sister of Battle in this one. It's Rahul Kohli voicing Malum Kaido, and then I can't remember her name, but Alana Pierce voicing the Sister of Battle. There's both. Yeah, there's both. So obviously that's Malum Kaido there, but that's the sister. Where you see the power sword, that's the Sister of Battle. Amble there, amble there. Probably an amble in this shot. Can't see it, but I bet there is. It looks like there's still Chaos Marines as well, if you look here. Wait, no, a bit further back. Sorry. They got Death Guard, Plague Marines. There's still a Chaos Terminator there. So it looks like you've got Chaos Space Marines, Death Guard, and Emperor's Children all together. That's quite spooky. Another amble there, look. Yeah, it looks great. It looks really good. It's just such a fun style, and then it's really fun to play. It's really, really fun to play. So looks great. Looks great. Looks really good. Really, really, really fun. I'm excited for all of it. So So yeah, there's all your news for today. There's all your quick updates, what I've missed. I was going to go over the Pokemon stuff, but I don't think that many people care. Just a new Pokemon game's been announced, which is fun. And then they've announced a plastic tiny Game Boy that plays music for some reason. But it's only a short stream tonight because I've got a big event tomorrow. I'm running All Stars April tomorrow. So yeah. Yeah, I'll do some coverage and I'll be back on Monday, and we'll try and work out what Games Workshop have been inviting all of the biggest YouTubers to Warhammer World for, because I think they've all been playing 11th edition this week. It's not a coincidence that Tabletop Tactics, Art of War, French Wargame Studio, Lavox de Horus, and loads of other people have all been to Warhammer World this week for literally no reason. So I think somebody or some people have managed to play 11th edition this week, which is good for them. Shit for me. I wish I could go play, but there we go. So yeah. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for checking it out. Thanks for all the super chats and the memberships. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, on Monday, we're going to be giving away the Red Corsairs box. So make sure you tune in. I really appreciate it. You can even get your last entries before we give it away with the marbles race. The big marbles race on Monday. Big stream talking about the event and stuff and all the news from the weekend. So thanks for watching. Appreciate you. And I'll catch you next time. Bye.